G'day, just a video on algebraic fractions, and we need to know our algebraic fractions, how to add, multiply, divide, etc. We need to get our algebra solid for what's about to come. So let's just, the best way to do this is just through a bunch of examples. So let's get straight into it. 3 over x plus 2 minus, let's just go 6 over x plus 1. Now, when we're adding and subtracting, fractions, remember that the denominator has to be the same. Okay, so just remember that for adding and subtracting. At the moment, they're not the same. X plus 2, totally different thing to x plus 1. So we have to do something about it. So just like normal fractions, we need to try to sort of multiply that by something over something, and multiply that one by something over something, to try and get these denominators the same. So the something is, to be able to get them the same, is we want to multiply this side by x plus 1, so we've got that, and we want to multiply this side by x plus 2 to get them the same. So let's just do the first side, 3 over x plus 2. We want to multiply that by x plus 1 to get this common denominator on the bottom, and we need to do the same on the top line, because we're always doing that. Fantastic, and then minus, and we're going to have 6 over here, we're going to have x plus 1, and again we want to get that the same denominator as over here, so we're going to multiply that by x plus 2, and we need to do the same to the top line to make sure everything is okay. Once you're here, you're looking good. So your denominator is going to be x plus 2, x plus 1. So now that your denominator is the same, we can just put them all together, and on the top line you get 3 x plus 1 minus 6 x plus 2. We put them together, and what do we have? Let's just add these all up. Be really careful with this negative here. Remember, this negative applies to both parts of the brackets. So I've got 3x minus 6x, so you get minus 3x, and then you've got positive 3, and then you're going to have negative 12. 3 minus 12 is negative 9 over that rubbish down the bottom, x plus 2, x plus 1, and that is your answer. Okay, so there's one like that. Let's do another one, maybe a bit more complicated. Let's do 3 over x minus 2 minus 2 over x plus 2 plus 4 over x squared minus 4. Now we're looking for common factors here, just like if you're adding, sort of 1/4 plus 1/3 plus 1/12 or something like that. You're looking for the lowest common multiple. Here you'd choose 12 because 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 is 12. So we want to just try and make these all the same. And what you'll notice is that x squared minus 4 can be factorized into x minus 2 times x plus 2. Okay, so I'm just going to write that. Over here for this plus 4. So it's going to be plus 4 over x minus 2 x plus 2. That's what that factorizes out to, x squared minus 4. So we've got that, and what you'll notice is that this is both of these denominators. We've got x minus 2 and x plus 2, which is what's here. So all we have to do is match these ones to be the same as this one down here. So let's do that. So we've got 3 over x minus 2. Let's multiply that by x plus 2, so we match the denominators, and then we'll have x plus 2 right there. Minus 2 over x plus 2. Again, we want to match it, so let's times it by x minus 2, and the top line by x minus 2. Right, looks messy. It'll clean up really quickly. What's on the bottom line? The bottom line will just be our x minus 2, x plus 2. And on the top line, I'll try and do it quickly, we've got 3x minus 2x, so that's just going to be x. Let's do the numbers, be careful of your negatives. Here we've got 6, and then there we're going to get negative 2 times negative 2, so that's plus 4, so 6 plus 4 is 10, plus another 4 is plus 14, and that is your answer. X plus 4 over x minus 2, x plus 2. We could also equivalently write it as x plus 14 over x squared minus 4. Probably a bit neater in this case. So there's a couple of those. Let's do timesing and dividing. Timesing. Multiplying fractions is really easy. You just do the tops and you do the bottoms. So let's just have an example of that. Let's, I don't know, say 3x squared over 4y times y squared over 6x. Okay, if you've got multiplying fractions like that, then all you do is times the top line, so you get 3x squared y squared over, multiply the bottom, 4 times 6, 24 x, y. Now before you do this, I probably should have cancelled. I'm just going to cancel now, if that's okay. So cancelling now, you've got y squared on the top line, y on the bottom, so we cancel that squared, cancel that y. Here you've got a squared x, get rid of that, and we'll divide both the top line and the bottom line by 3, and so you end up with 8 there. So your answer after cancelling out will be, there's an x, y left on the top line, on the bottom line there's 8, just 8 left from the bottom line, so that is your answer. So that's how to divide. Times. Let's do a divide. So let's say x squared over 3 divided by 3xy over 6, something like that. Remember, when you're dividing, you change it into a times, but you flip the second fraction, okay, upside down. So let's do that. So that's equal to x squared over 3 times 6 over 3xy. Let's do what I didn't do last example and do some cancelling before we go any further. We've got an x squared there and an x there, so we'll get rid of that, the squared there and the x there. We have a 6 and a 3 here, so we'll cancel that 6, cancel that 3, and put a 2 up here. We'll divide them both by 3, and as much as we can do. So equals, what's left on the top, we've got an x times 2, so we've got 2x on the top line. On the bottom you've got 3 times y, 3y, and there's your answer. So there's multiplying and dividing. Before I get on to some nasty buggers, I might just do sort of looking for factors. So let's do another one, looking for some factors. So x squared minus 9 over x plus 2 times 3x plus 6 over x minus 3 divided by 9 over x. Okay, here we go. Let's fool around with this. Let's just do some factorising, and then I'll do the flip probably all in one go. Factorise x squared minus 9, you'll get x plus 3 x minus 3 over x plus 2. I'm just going to multiply it all together at the same thing. Let's factorise this 3x plus 6. That's going to be 3 bracket x plus 2 over x minus 3. And that's a divide, so we're going to times it into a time, change it into a times, and have an x over 9. Okay, let's just do some cancelling out. This is always fun. I love cancelling out. X plus 2 goes. X minus 3 goes. We've got a 3 there and the 9 there. You'll be left with a 3 because it goes into that. And what are we left with? We've got an x bracket x plus 3. Yep, that's the top line, over 3. And so it simplifies down to that. So get good at looking for factors. Cancelling out usually makes your job much easier. I might stop it there and do some more in the next video.